Hello out there, vinyl community. I hope you're doing well out there. I was just thinking before I started making this video, I didn't really know what to make a video about. At first, doesn't mean I was running out of ideas or anything like that. Then I thought about the video that I saw of Jeff over at Calico Silver, where he was talking about bands whose third album was like their breakthrough or their best album or whatever you thought of the album. It was your favorite. So I said, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. I like that that's going around. So what I did was I picked 5 bands and 5 albums. That is their third album that I like, I still like, and appreciate the music. So let me get started. I'm going to start off with the Alan Parsons Project, and that's their album Pyramid. I love this album. Great symphonic rock, prog rock, whatever you want to call it. It is such a good album. And I see a little theme going here. See the little pyramid? And then when you turn it over, more pyramid right there. And I'm not sure about on TV, but you kind of see the shape of one right there. But anyway, this is their third album, and I love it from beginning to end. One of my favorite pieces on here is The Eagle Will Rise Again and In the Lap of the Gods. Shadow of a Lonely Man is good, but I have this also on CD where it has a lot of bonus tracks on. Okay, my second one was Molly Hatchet. Beating the Odds, their third album. I love this record. It was one of the first albums that I got by them a long time ago when I was back before junior high, and I had it on cassette. But this album is so good. Beating the Odds, Double Talker, Poison Pen, Get Her Back. I really do love their third album, and this is a place where I started a long, long time ago. Beating the Odds. It's a really good rock and roll album. Some say Southern rock. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic. Simply love this record from beginning to end. One of my favorite heavy-duty tracks on here is the song Round and Round. It's got such a big, heavy guitar lick. It reminds me of Led Zeppelin. And No More, No More. I love that song. And Adam's Apple. And, of course, Toys in the Attic. I would say Walk This Way and Sweet Emotion, but, you hear those songs, those two songs quite a bit, and we get it. The rabbit done died. Next, and I recently got this. This is a reissue, and let me say, I've had original RCAs of this band, their albums, the Scorpions, but the reissues, they sound really, really good. So I really don't have my old RCA pressings of them anymore to compare it, but Scorpions' third album, In Trance, one of my favorite records from beginning to end. I love every song on this record. It's so killer. I'm going to take a shot of saying his name, but Ulrich, something like that, Roth. Awesome lead guitar player. Don't know, never understood why he left the band or what happened. Parted ways, who knows. But In Trance has got to be one of the best rock metal ballads of all time. This album right here, to me, is metal. It's real hardcore. I mean, you have songs like Dark Lady, Top of the Bill, Robot Man. And the songs from some of the songs on this album that are on the Tokyo Tapes Live, they sound killer. Tokyo Tapes has also been reissued. I have my old RCA copy of that, and it sounds good, but I'm going to get the reissue because I'm a Scorpions fan. Now, the album back there is my favorite of theirs, Fly to the Rainbow. I don't know what happened to the album. That's why it's in that frame. So I don't know if it's misplaced or in another cover. I haven't found it, but I'm going to get the reissue. Now, my last one, and this is my go-to album when I'm just like, I need to let out some stress, do some guitar windmill action, some drumming in the air, some vocals. My wife, she's so supportive. She says I sound pretty good when I sing these songs. I don't know. I'm just having fun. Their third album is one of my favorites, and it's really a tie for my top 5 Van Halen albums because it's tied with, oh my goodness, I'm going blank. Fair Warning. I keep calling that album Mean Street. I'm talking about the third album of Van Halen, Women and Children First. I did a review on this album a long time ago. It's still on my channel. Women and Children First shows the band to like start transitioning new ideas into rock. Eddie Van Halen's guitar playing is totally killer on this album. But that beginning to And the Cradle Will Rock, I didn't realize that, but that was some kind of something to do with the keyboard. I don't remember. I have to go look at my notes. But some kind of keyboard with the guitar running through it or something. But that, you know, that beginning and ow! I love that beginning. You know when you hear that song, that's And the Cradle Will Rock. But the jamming out and the drum pace steadiness of Alex Van Halen on Everybody Wants Some, it doesn't get any better than that. So it's got a little bit of album's got a little bit of a dark side to it, too, as well as like tunes like Take Your Whiskey Home. But I'll tell you, this is another album. There's a very underrated song on here, and it's another classic hard rock ballad in a simple rhyme. And I heard the mountains, and she made the mountains sing, birds against the icy sky. Those are very poetic lyrics. Not enough credit to David Lee Roth for writing lyrics. And I'm going to say this, and some people might not like it. He's not just a front man. The dude can really sing. He talked about how he wanted to sing really good on these records. And he went to go take a lot of training and coaching. So that thing doesn't fly with me about, oh, he's a good front man. No, the dude can sing. And an album like this shows it. Or any of the Van Halen albums that he sung on. But this album, like I said, is from beginning to end. I mean, just straight up. Romeo's Delight. I know the law, friend. Now I'm getting pumped again. And I'm probably going to have to play this before bed. All right, folks, that's my video. My favorite third album, however you want to call it, bands with their third album those are the ones that I think are some of the best ever done in rock and roll history. Appreciate all the new subscribers and the support. I want to give a shout out to Steve, All the World's a Stage. He gave me a shout out, and it was very, very kind of him, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone out there that subscribes to my channel. Please leave me a comment. Let me know, were one of these your favorite? Like, you just couldn't wait for their third album, or was that it? Were they not going to make a third album? Didn't look like these bands were going to be stopped from making a third album. You can tell that these third albums that I'm showing here, the bands kept transitioning. Aerosmith, Scorpions, you know, their first album. Some consider it a krautrock classic. But then when they made their next album, Fly to the Rainbow, they just kept on growing and growing. Van Halen, their first 2 records are killer. Van Halen 2 had a lot of radio airplay as well as Van Halen 1. But when Women and Children came out first, it had some more hard rock edge. And Eddie Van Halen and the boys pushed the envelope, in my opinion. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you on my next video.